the city of the sun. You could have stayed, it's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New. Yeah.
Boom.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through color glass, time rolls on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shade my smile.
Okay, today is January 6, 2022. It is 2:41 a.m. This is my back end for app Team Sussex. I was just checking to see how many more watch hours I need to apply for monetization. So I need about 200 plus watch hours for me to reapply for it. So I got the subscribers, I got almost everything else, but I need the watch hours. So you guys go over there, and if you're not subscribed, subscribe. And there's some really good, interesting topics that I discussed there, mostly Maxwell, the other royals, the other things that the royals are doing. So I try to keep that on this channel, because on PYTE, YouTube don't really, I don't think YouTube really want me to talk about it. All right, so let me go on my other channel to show you. They are both my channels. All right, so that's the one that have more subscribers, 1,624 subscribers. All right, so that was the last video uploaded, and I think on this one there were some issues also with the audio, but by now I think I fixed it. When I'm editing, there's something that I do now where I raise the audio up, so I find out where to do it on the program that I edit. And I'm sorry, I didn't realize that throughout the holiday all I was doing was record, but not editing. If I had listened to what I've recorded, I would have known. Even though I think I did some stuff to up the volume, I don't think it worked once it uploaded on YouTube. with that being said, I don't want to waste too much time because there's some stuff I want to discuss. I'm going to create 2 videos today. One for this channel, PYTE, and the other one for Team Sussex, the one that I just came from. It will be about Andrew, but this one is going to be about Meghan. So let's go on Twitter, see what's going on. So this is the first tweet. Okay, Meghan Markle versus the British tabloid. One has caused decades of misery and cynicism and perverting of our democracy, and the other married Harry Wills' confident woman of mixed race. Tricky to choose a side. I thought that was very interesting. It's not somebody, this is not a squad. This is just to show you that there's other people who are talking about what's going on, and that's, you know, who's not even a squaddy who are still talking about Meghan. All right. Meghan bruised their fragile ego by rejecting their sickening interpretation of the, quote, royal queen's value. Okay, you speak uncomfortable truth. No lies told here. All right. Meghan has already beat the Daily Fail twice. It's so sad to see most of the media in the UK isn't worth a damn. Meghan won. Maybe this might help. Okay, life's so hard, I can relate. So this must be a hater because the thing is that they had to fight. Harry and Meghan had, actually, looking at the picture here, all of them had to work for what they have. All of them had to work for what they have. Oprah then just, the money then just give it to her in a silver platter. She worked for her money. Okay? Through hardship and everything. And Harry, you know, he learned from his mistake. He saw what was in front of him. He learned. Jeez. Let's see what somebody says here. But I got to give it to whoever did that. That's some really good edit. I like that. Okay. What does that have to do with the Daily Mail effed up? Okay. Prince Andrew guilty. Prince Andrew is next. We refuse to distract it. All right. No lies detected. She gets my vote every time. All right, there's this. It's so easy to love Meghan. All right, there's this. Bango. All right, people starting. All right, really, thank you. It's good to know that the British press doesn't reflect values of the UK. All right, let's go to the next one. This is just a warm-up, okay? Just a warm-up of what's going on with this video. All right, so there's Umid. Update. Court documents reveal Duchess Meghan will receive a, quote, confidential, end quote, and substantial sum from Mail on Sunday for copyright infringement and, quote, nominal damages, end quote, of £1 for invasion of privacy after they accept defeat last month. This is in addition to approximately $2 million, okay, of legal costs. Okay, Umid continue. The nominal sum for invasion of privacy will have no doubt been agreed to avoid a time-consuming and costly argument about the extent of damage that the Duchess of Sussex suffered. Copyright damage paid out by the publisher will be donated to an anti-bullying charity to be determined. All right, there's 59 comment under this. I can't believe Meghan did that. That money should go in her pocket. But then again, it was her who went through it, not me. There's no such thing as, what? You see, this is why sometimes I don't like to cut omit things, but let me read it anyway since I started. There's no such thing as, quote, Duchess Meghan. The title is her husband and is therefore attached to her surname. And in this case, Duchy Sussex, Lady Diana. What the hell? Lady Diana was Lady Diana because she was daughter of, oh jeez, let's see, there's 14 comment. Let's see what, okay, so what's your problem? That's a squad. So what's your problem? In royal term, Duchess. Okay, is a married title bestowed similar to Miss Mountbatten Windsor or Miss Henry of Wales. You are never called Miss without your husband. Which of those three royal titles should Meghan be called? Stop being sour. Exactly. You're not Miss Meghan, Mrs. Meghan. Oh, Lord. Oh, my God. What is that? Hello, there's Joanne. We're American and we'll call her Duchess Meghan or Madam Duchess if we want to. Okay, they just don't seem to understand that the rest of the world doesn't think like them. There's the laugh. Oh my God, these people, I mean, that little piece of things that's missing in their brain is unbelievable. All right, let's see. It's not a point of different opinion, of thinking different way. Tanger, Duchess Meghan is an incorrect. Oh, fuck. Okay, thank you at Scobie for the accurate reporting. We knew the British media were trying to deflect from the Prince Andrew suit. All right. For all this shit, British media, royal family, and British public have put her through. Meghan deserves to keep all the money for herself. It's a restitution. But knowing my girl and her good heart, she will donate it. I hope she doesn't give it to UK charity. They don't deserve her good heart. That's for sure. That is for sure because all of them shut their mouth. Charities have nothing to do with their bad press. But all the stuff that they were, what is it? When those MPs came out and signed their names, whatever the thing that they did to report the abuse, to speak against the abuse that Meghan was going through. They didn't have to do that. But everybody else just shut their mouth. And then the press just keep going at it. This is, All right, let's see here. As usual, Meghan wins big. She requested for and was granted, quote, an account of profits, end quote, not just damages. The legal remedy allows the claimant to treat the defendant as having effectively worked for them, and all profit arising from the breach of copyright is awarded to the claimant. Okay, the case has been going on for 3 years. They are only taking into account this trial works out around 2 million. Either way, whatever. Okay, the paper has earned around 20 to 25 million in sales and online hits. 2 million is peanut. This is why they haven't gone for a third trial. All right, let's see here. They say she filed this case because she wanted money and because she is broke, etc. But she showed them the opposite as always. There's a laugh. 88 for Meghan, 0 for them. All right, let's go to the next one. The next tweet. It's still related to that same topic. All right. This is why I love Brian Capecourt. All right. So before I read Brian Capecourt caption, this is what BBC News wrote. Okay, Meghan to receive £1 in damages after privacy case. The Mail on Sundays was found to have invaded her privacy by publishing a letter to her father. All right, partially true, but not fully. They only say £1. And remember what I just read from Omid. There's that £1 and substantial amount for damages for, what is it, invasion of privacy or something like that. But let me read what Brian Capecourt wrote. Poor from the BBC. Literally true, but not remotely an accurate picture. Since she accepts an undisclosed settlement for the parallel copyright case, it's equally possible that the overhaul she took the Mail for a fortune. Okay? For another word, what Brian is saying here, what they say here is partially true, but it's not the full thing. So what BBC says here is as if this is the only thing that happened with in terms of money that Meghan gets, only £1. When in fact, there's the £1 and then there's substantial amount of damages that Daily Fail had to pay her. They didn't say that on their caption up here. All right, let me read here. Brian also continue, as for this below, if there was a weakness in her privacy case, why was the case accepted in the High Court in summary judgment and then vindicated in the Court of Appeal? The Mail tried the invaded her own privacy argument in court and fell with it because it's drivel. Okay. All right. There's the screenshot that Brian put. Media lawyer Mark Stephens told The Guardian the nominal £1 settlement suggested a weakness in the privacy aspect of the Duchess case. Nominal for that kind of invasion of privacy, you will expect £75,000 to £125,000. End quote, he said. Quote, it does show that the curation of her reputation was an area where she had effectively invaded her own privacy. Invaded her own privacy? What does that mean? Let's see if he continue. All right, there's no comment under this. This guy definitely rides on the anti-Meghan agenda wagon. All right, there were no weakness in the privacy case. She won on summary judgment and it was upheld on appeal. The only issue was to prove damages. Okay, I hope some disgruntled intern at Mail on Sunday leaks the actual amount. Let me get out of this and go to the main line. All right, let's see here. Is discussing that media outlet like BBC and The Guardian are making the I keep on saying 1,000. £1 part of her win their headline. You see, this is what I was saying here. And I think that's why Brian pointed this out, because it was much more than just the £1. All right, BBC has sunk to all-time low. Imagine using the public license fee to spread misinformation and recycle nonsense. The Guardian is now competing with Murdoch's son. There's a laugh. Distraction tactic by BBC. They are doing their part in Prince Andrew's protection racket. Well, another once great British institution in freefall. I'm sorry, but there it is. Will hardly use the Brexit word either and is simply failing its country at a critical time. Let's see here. No one take the BBC seriously anymore. That Dershowitz debacle was confirmation that they run a Mickey Mouse Club. Yeah, I don't know if... No, I didn't talk about it in this channel because this is my second video of the year for... maybe I did. Did I? I don't know. It probably on my other channel. There was some tweet that was going out where BBC put out apology for bringing Alan Dershowitz to speak on behalf in terms of Maxwell case or something like that. But when in fact Dershowitz is part of that ring of people, and then instead they put a like a apology on Twitter. I don't know if they did that on TV because I'm not in the UK to know, but the apology, I saw it on Twitter. All right, so that's what this guy is talking about. All right, but I covered in one of my videos. It's possibly in my APU Team Sussex channel. Okay, very poor. The judgment has been out since December. You reported on it then. One can only assume this is a coordinated effort to deflect attention from Prince Andrew and his sex abuse civil lawsuit brought by Epstein victim Virginia Giuffre. All right, there's this. Okay, why the coordinated messaging? Is this to distract from Prince Andrew? Okay, it's the UK press version of Thin Blue Line. All the thugs are collectively but hurt about Meghan precedent-setting win. Why the coordinated attack on this woman is so disheartening and disgusting. All right, they know the media have been sanctioned to put this out there to distract from the Andrew lawsuit. And by the way, I'm gonna stop this right now. There's I don't think I bookmarked it, but it's probably gonna be another video that Brian Cape Cod put something out. There it is. Okay, that I probably will do it. Let me get the link to cover it later. This article regarding the IPSO. So I saw it, I bookmarked it, but I didn't put it on my list to talk about here. All right, so he talked about the press in terms of self-regulation, and the reason I know about the IPSO is because I spoke about it in one of my videos regarding Harry, who went and complained to them about things that were doing, the paper were writing about them, and they dismissed Harry. And this is why Harry now used the court to deal with the papers. He doesn't make complaint to them anymore. Harry goes straight to the court with the papers. All right, so this I want to talk about, but not now. Let me focus on Meghan. Next tweet. All right. Don't let them try to distort the story into their own narrative. This is the truth. All right. There's this. She retweeted that. Meghan Markle, Duchess of Sussex, received over £1.5 million legal fees plus £1 privacy awarded. Okay. Undisclosed sum copyright award. She went after every penny they made from that letter and account of profit. The copyright award was probably an absolute fortune. All right. So we don't know the undisclosed part, but we do know whatever her lawyers had charged her, Mellon's Daily Fail is going to pay for it. Okay. It's going to pay for it. And Meghan is only asking £1 for that part, for the privacy part. And this is the same thing that Brian Capecourt was saying on that previous tweet that I was talking about. But BBC only report that £1, nothing else, not the legal fee for Meghan's legal fees, and not the undisclosed amount for the copyright thing. They let all of this. They didn't even mention it. They only mentioned the £1. All right, and that's what some of the squad were talking about under the thing. All right, so there's no comment. Let's go to the next one. All right, next tweet. All right, there's another squad. Starting to feel like Groundhog Day, the way Meghan stays winning. Meghan Markle won. All right, she retweeted this. Okay, court documents show the Duchess of Sussex, Meghan, will receive a confidential sum from the Mail on Sunday for infringement of copyright as her lengthy legal battle against the British tabloid comes to an end. All right, so there's me responding here. Okay, Daddy fell. Okay, do you accept cash? Cha-ching. All right. Okay, what happened with Meghan's data protection claim? Was it dismissed or is it part of the settlement? She decided not to move forward with it, so it was not dismissed by the judge, but Meghan descended her claim. Okay, all right, so that's good to know. All right, okay, thanks for responding. Okay, Prince Andrew, distraction mafia. That's the only reason I can think of for this coverage of old news. Or did the court release anything new today at Wasoda? All right, it came out last week but was lost in the holiday shuffle, and or someone decided to put it in the news cycle today. Yeah, okay, so I was wondering why. I'm hearing it now. Why not last week in December, when I covered this on my last season, but I was surprised they didn't mention all this amount and things like that. It's good to know. Definitely, it's a distraction of Prince Andrew thing, because I don't think he's gonna win that part of judgment where his claim was to dismiss Virginia's claim, because the agreement that Virginia had with Epstein had nothing to do with Andrew, and Andrew's name was not on it. But he just revealing himself. If you go on app, your Team Sussex, there's a lot of things about that. Okay, I don't mention it here. Let me stay out of it on this video. All right, so on my app, your Team Sussex, I cover that a lot. Okay, I mean, how many times do they want us to remind them that Meghan beat the Daddy Fell? Okay, I am so tempted to cut and paste, but I won't. I better take a break. Okay, I'm confident that the confidential amount will confidently boost her confidence. Yes. All right. It's like the 2020 election, temper tantrum and disinformation, but the side of decency, truth, and justice keep winning again and again. All right, I'm so happy for our faith. I don't know what to say. All right, there's this. This is the last tweet that I have for this. Maybe I'll sneak in the Brian Capecourt on this. Okay, Meghan Markle suing the Daddy Fell for £1 is the kind of attitude I'm adopting in 2022. Not me, but there's me that responding to that. All right, first let me read this one. It's the principle. She doesn't need money, honey. All right, there's this. This is me responding to this tweet. Okay, letting people know core value and principle of things. She wanted her privacy to be respected. Now Daddy Fell better pay her lawyer and copyright. It's the principle. All right, so I have 21 people like it, 5 retweet. Let's see what somebody say here. Okay, that's a different language. Okay, plus £2 million legal costs. In addition, undisclosed huge amount crowned up with the global humiliation of the Mail and tabloid associates. Okay, we love that. It wasn't about the money. It was about principle and doing the right thing. Still, she will clean them out on the copyright and give the money to charity because Meghan Markle won big 2 times. Okay, her being awarded a massive amount of cash from the Daily Mail for copyright violation is the attitude I'm adopting. Yeah, I mean, once I looked, for those who knew, when I first came across it, and that was at the beginning where I started covering the Sussexes, right? And that case came to my attention, and I was like, wait a second, who is the owner of a copyright? So I did my little makeshift research, and I have that video on this channel. I went and searched for it, and then I read the articles, whatever term that appeared on my search, and I was like, oh, Meghan won that. I was like, Meghan won that. And after that, all the noises that I was hearing, I didn't bother that much. The only time I was worried about her case is because of what happened to Johnny Depp. I started covering Johnny Depp on this channel as well, but some people were not too into it. So I do my own research at my own time without recording it. Because the way that I see Johnny Depp lost his case, I was like, oh my God, will they do the same thing to Meghan? That's where my worry came. But besides that, if the judge stick to what's on the book, and I knew Meghan will win. And that was that. Okay, let me read some more. She got in her 8-figure attorney fees paid, and the Mail on Sunday is also paying her substantial undisclosed sum for printing the letter to her father, in addition to the £1. But most of all, she got what money can buy. Embarrassing the Mail on Sunday with a huge defeat, they had to print front page. All right, let's see here. Substantial equal £5. Huge defeat. They used the court case to prove her. Like, oh, please. She won a technicality, but lost in the court. Oh, please. All right, there's a hater here. People like this, I don't want to come across there. All right, she proved herself. Because what happened is that if this is something that Andrew's trying to do for Virginia's case not to move forward. All right, for technicality. But let's see. Okay, £1 award was only for the privacy claim. She got substantial award for her copyright claim and was reimbursed £2 million for her attorney fees. Yeah, that's responding to that hater. Okay, bravo. I'm Meghan. If Lord Rothermere struggle, and I'm happy to contribute for £50. Okay, just remember that she had her reasons. Yep. Okay, she's amazing. Meghan won. Should have asked for more and donated to charity. All right, so that's that. Let's do a prayer. All right, so 25 minutes. Awesome. You know what? Let me do the Brian Cape Cod thing here. All right, history. I was gonna do it in another video, but let's do it here. All right, what's my notification is saying here? All right. Some people are liking some of the thing that. Okay, this is who the UK citizen is funding. What is this about? 41 people like that comment here. What is this? Okay, Alison argument. Okay, so that has to do with the other channel, so I don't want to bring it here. So this is the Brian Cape Cod thing I was going to do on another video, but let me squeeze it in because this is only 26 minutes. Okay, so there will be no meaningful action, no investigation of the newspaper's 3-year spree of dishonest reporting, and therefore no fine. All the bold rhetoric of IPSO's supporters down the year is thus conclusive proof to be empty. Okay, IPSO fell. And like I said, this is why Harry no longer go and make complaints to these people anymore, because they just ignore. I've said this in so many videos. They all are a group of friends, okay? From the royal family, from different position, they get all of their bases covered. So when something is happening to one, they're all on the same page. All right? So this I've already learned from reading some old stuff when I was doing my own makeshift research about what's going on in the UK. So I'm not surprised by this at all. But Let me go into the article and see what Brian says. And then I'll leave the link of this article in the description. All right. The shame of press self-regulation shattered by the self-regulator. Okay. 5th January 2022. Okay. IPSO has backed down from investigating the systematic journalistic failure at the Jewish Chronicle, revealing it was never fit for purpose, said Brian Capecott. Okay, if there was anyone left who believed that the British press was capable of regulating its own conduct, that faith has now been conclusively destroyed. Okay, in a landmark decision, IPSO, the self-regulator that has never conducted an investigation or imposed a fine in 7 years of existence, has just rejected call for a formal investigation into a member of publication that has repeatedly broken its rule and flouted its authority. But when you think about it, okay, Brian is right. Brian is right. But right now, everyone who's in the position of doing the right thing in the UK are all crooks. They're all in the same page. Let's just say, thank God they didn't do this. Because once the UK is out of their hypnotism, prominent people is put in those positions and do the investigation, then we will know. Because right now, we will already know what the outcome will be, even if they do the investigation. Okay? So let's take a pause, because I've learned reading through some of those Brits history kind of tactic. Let's say thank God they didn't do it, because if they did it and then later on in the future, which I do not know, I do not have a crystal ball in my hand, prominent people is put in the position, so they don't say, oh, the investigation was already done, we're not gonna we're not gonna do anything. So let's wait in the future when the right people is there, people with core values and understanding of what's right and wrong is in those positions to do the investigation, so we could get the actual result. Because right now they could have pretend to do the investigation, and then what would they come out? They didn't do anything wrong. So we already know their response to what they would do. So I don't know, but let me read what Brian says. This is why I follow Brian, because his core values is there in journalistic aspect. All right. This point-blank refusal proved what IPSO critics have always asserted, that it is incapable of disciplining its members and is just the latest in a line of sham press self-regulators that have been failing the public for almost 70 years. All right, so you see, we already know what will there come, because Harry learned from them. Harry went and made a complaint. I did a video about that. It's in this channel, not on Team Sussex, because at that time I didn't have Team Sussex channel yet. Harry made a complaint to them. And then after they did the sham investigation, they told Harry that the paper never did anything wrong. What do Harry did? This is why I know Harry learned from mistakes. Harry doesn't deal with the newspapers anymore. Harry goes to the court with them. Okay? The same way his wife just won. The paper in question is the Jewish Chronicle, a London-based weekly that is one of IPSO's smaller members. Over a period of 3 years, it has admitted publishing libel on 4 occasions and has been founded by IPSO, the Independent Press Standard Organization, itself to have breached the agreed journalistic code of conduct no fewer than 33 times. All right, so they already tell you, so what were you going to get from them? Because if they're probably just paying those people, or, the members are paying IPSO to just turn a blind eye. If they find them, doing wrongdoing, and then they have to pay damages to people, I don't know how it works. That's just my humble opinion I'm throwing here now. If they have to pay anybody who accused them of something, and IPSO agree with the accuser, all right, and said, okay, those papers have to pay accusers some fees, whichever newspapers remove itself out of IPSO, whichever newspapers that part of those members. So they just paying them to turn a blind eye, as if we're doing okay. So we already know which route they will go. So let's just wait. And then at some point, I think at some point the UK is gonna clean itself. But the people need to get out of their hypnotism. It's up to the people. But right now, everyone who's in those places to do those nonsense are in the right place for those people. And this is what was gonna happen to the US. Okay, if that orange guy was reelected, because he started doing that. But the people, we still in our strength right now. Still in our strength, but we still need to fight. All right. No other IPSO member has come close to this rate of proven offending. To put it in context, a daily newspaper such as The Sun or The Telegraph could only compete if it broke the law or breached the code 6 times every month, year after year. What should IPSO have done? The website for its code declared that adherence to the code is built into the contract of editors and journalistic, and that was a quote by there. And that quote, publisher knows they face admonishment and even fine up to £1 million if their editors and journalists stray from the agreed standard. All right, so this is that. They don't want to pay that. Okay, but IPSO admonishment to the Jewish Chronicle and the form of repeated adverse complaint ruling have made no difference at all. And for years, the self-regulator sat on its hand as its authority was marked. It had to be pushed into even considering a formal investigation last August by a group of those who had been libeled by the newspaper or whose complaint it had upheld. Okay, under IPSO rule, there can be no fine of members without a prior investigation, and those rules written by the big newspapers companies deliberately set the bar for an investigation very high, with problems required to be both serious and systematic. Now, IPSO board has declared, with barely a reference to that threshold, that any problem of the Jewish Chronicle can be dealt with by giving its staff training and code compliance, even though under IPSO rules, regular compliance training is already supposed to be routine at all member publications. These people are just playing. Okay, I'm gonna leave this here because I already know the end result if they did the investigation. All right, so I'll leave this here. I'm not surprised by any of this, but it's good to know Brian Cape Cod is keeping up with what's going on. At least in the future, when we do research about who was the prominent journalist who's doing the right thing during this infested kind of behavior, we'll know Brian Cape Cod was one of the good journalists. Okay, but I'm not surprised by any of this. I'm not even gonna finish reading it. But if you guys are interested, the link will be in the description. I'm not surprised by any of this. All right, so let's do the prayer now. Prayer for what? Prayer for let's say respect. I don't know why. That's what, for respect. All right, people need respect life. That's good, but let's just say respect in general. What comes up? All right, there's those here. I'm looking for side prayers. There's none. All right, let's see here. Let's do this one. And then maybe that. Maybe I might do more than 3 prayers. Let's do this one first. All right, and I was looking at this, so let's see. First prayer. All right. Dear Lord, please help me to be a wife who respects her husband. I desire to love him, adore him, and respect him. I pray my attitude and my action align with this desire. I have so much to learn still, Lord, but I am so grateful you are leading me and maturing me. I pray for other wives who desire to walk in your ways and be respectful in marriage. I pray we will be transformed in this area and that we will always choose respect. I love you, Lord, and I am so incredibly thankful for my marriage. May it bless you. In Jesus' name, I pray. Amen. I feel like this is a guy who wrote this where the woman have to be the one who's submissive to the husband for some reason. I don't know. All right, but I'm just looking just in general. I wasn't really looking for anything in terms of husband or wife. All right, let's do this one. Oh, this is small. All right, dear friend, let us continue to love one another. For love comes from God. Anyone who loves is a child of God and knows God. But anyone who does not love does not know God, for God is love. Okay, 1 John 4:7. Yeah, that seems to be the right thing that I was going for. All right, let's do one more. Let's do this one and then that's it. Prayer for love, lead me to the right one. Okay, oh God, my provider, I pray that you will guide me into an enduring, passionate, healthy, and committed lifelong relationship. Protect me from relationships that will bring harm or heartbreak. Help me to not be so giddy with excitement when I met someone new that I overlook important details about that person which need to be brought to light. Lead me to that special person who is the one you know is best for me. Amen. Maybe this prayer is for somebody who's looking for a significant other. So whoever you are, I hope this is for you. But I think this one is the one that pretty much hit the nail for me. So that's the one I will put in the thumbnails. That's the one, more general. All right, so that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link in the description. You could donate. And now I'm going to do the second video. Is going to be on our PYTE Sussex. It's probably going to appear first than this video. All right, so that's it.